So many of us dream about big, voluptuous barn conversions in an idyllic country setting, but sometimes you can feel that that means you have to give up on sharp, cutting-edge contemporary accommodation. Think again. There is a lot to see at the Steel House, but I'm going to take you straight to what is my favourite space. There's lots of doors here, remember those, we'll revisit them, but I think once we get to the main event you'll see exactly why I'm taking you straight there. The impact that a space like this can have on you is actually, it's quite hard to vocalise, but once you spend a bit of time you begin to understand that, of course, internally the volume, the drama, combine that with the crisp, clean lines of a super contemporary finish, but then look outside and you realise that you're immersed essentially in nature and organic shapes. Fuse that with the industrial sharp design in here. It's not something I've experienced before actually, but it's so intoxicating. Balance has been quite intelligently achieved. There's a snug tuck really into the centre of the accommodation, so it still interacts with the rest of the property, but separate spaces are achievable, essential to a modern family life. But don't for a minute think that all this drama and all this style has compromised on this property's ability to be a functioning, practical family home. Remember all those doors we walked past at the beginning? Well, you have got a study, a well-equipped utility, and of course, a guest cloakroom. No surprise by now that we're about to show you some pretty impressive bedrooms too. Now, what would you want from a bedroom in a barn conversion? Vaulted ceilings perhaps, volume, light, generous proportions, all those boxes are ticked, and more at the Steel House. By virtue of the architecture, those views get elevated. They're framed in these aluminium windows, so it almost transforms it into a piece of fine art. Now, anybody that is familiar with my opinions on barn conversion architecture knows that they are not complete without a mezzanine. I'm glad to say that this one has one to boot, and it's an impressive space, more of that industrial feel up here. It's like having your own loft apartment within your own industrial building. I can't think of a more eloquent way to put it. It's just really cool. Now, with such lovely views of the garden from every room in the property, I've been itching to get out here and show you more. I was actually just stood here with the owners and they were explaining their aspirations and their thought process behind landscaping the grounds. They wanted to feel as though they were coming from the regimented order of the architecture of the stunning barn, and then the further you explore into the grounds, nature just takes a hold. Talk about a garden and a plot that is worth spending some time to explore. Stood in the main house, you'd have no idea that all of this is here, completely immersed in nature, having just come from a striking industrial setting. This is unlike anything I've ever seen. And if by chance the main plot wasn't enough for you, there is further land available by separate negotiation. In fact, no less than 9 acres of it. Well, I hope this has given you at least a slight insight into what is a genuinely fascinating property. I can't remember the last time I saw architecture of such note within such a tranquil rural setting. This is going to take some beating.